Ringo wrote again. Stand
Ringo Ro
name,
Ro Rowan.
Mandem. Can rewind 6 seconds in time. Ringo wrote again's wristwatch. It's just a physical manifestation for his physiological switch. Dude,
Oh,
look at him. This is a hot fit, bro. This is a hot fit. 20th day of the fourth stage. A full day until Kansas City. The goal. 2 hours until sunset. Data. Stage running distance, about 1250 kilometers. Total number of racers, 1,918. Racers withdrawn from the race, 825. Currently ranked first, Diego Brando, 190 points. It's so gross.
oh, oh.
Hey, is your head feeling all right? Listen, I think I just came up with something. An original gag. But listen up. I'm only going to do it once, so pay attention. Only
Mm,
once, all right? Look at my fingers. How many am I holding up?
mm. 4.
Excuse me. Let me pass. Zero. And that was the gag. What do you think?
Hmm. It was pretty good.
Right? It gets funnier with time. Don't take my idea just because you like it. Mr. Horse, let me pass. Johnny. All right, let's get going. I sprayed Hot Pants' wounds too before he could wake up.
He was a terrifying enemy. I wonder if all of the others we're going to encounter are going to be like him.
Probably. Chilling, huh? But it's not like we can quit the race now. But you weren't going to quit anyway, right? Even if we did throw the race, you'd still be chased by the government for the rest of your life.
Like you said, I don't have any intention of dropping the race. Actually, I feel emboldened.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I feel the same. Let's go to Kansas City in the lead. Also, the identity of this corpse. Who is this saint? We need to get some information from the Vatican. Whoa! This guy! He has a lot of stuff. Let's take all of this roast beef sandwiches. If we eat all of them, that would mean that he'll have no more evidence left to sentence us to hang. Or maybe we could just eat the meat and leave the bread to piss him off, huh?
Is he really alive? I mean, it's like, oh, oh, oh. What the? Hot pants? No way.
Hurry, Johnny! In points, that cream guy's still in front of us.
Well, that's a surprise, but I guess it doesn't matter. He, no. Hot pants, no matter who he might be, has nothing to do with us.
Clap, 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 clap. Being seen isn't an issue, but being followed by those balloons is a problem. Let's move through the trees. Also, when you talk, cover your mouth with your hand. Like this, with your hand.
But
It's
why?
it's lip reading. Don't let them read our conversation from the sky. It's what they teach us in the army. It's not anything special really, but those that are up there are sure to have been trained in it. Steele is definitely working with the government. Hey, look, Poco Loco's here. Sandman's coming too. Looks like we're somewhere. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Hey, look, Poco Loco's here. Sandman's coming too. Looks like we're somewhere towards the lead. Hey, Sandman, Sandman, we need to ask you something. Who's in the lead right now? Have you seen Dio? Hey, looking good as usual. Come on, tell us.
We want to know what's going on right now.
Is
I think you
Dio
can
your
take this
Yeah.
one.
Is Dio your only rival? Well, no matter. I saw Dio's tracks this morning. He's about an hour ahead of us. As you predicted, he's in the lead. And he took the route with fewer rivers. An hour?
We still have a day left. We can catch up to him.
And one other thing, a storm is going to hit tomorrow. The last stretch of the race is going to be difficult. In the first stage, I was awarded the victory instead of you. That's why I'm telling you this. Now we don't owe each other a thing. Splash! It's a clear sky, but can we trust what Sandman says? So Dio is an hour ahead of us, and it's going to be a storm and not just rain. Then that means that traveling by horse is going to be nearly impossible in tomorrow's weather. Looks like a change of plans, Johnny. It's almost dark, but let's move our horses as far as we can. There's going to be a storm tomorrow. God damn it. There's going to be a storm tomorrow. That'll be better for our horses. Then we'll wait for the storm to quiet down to a good spot and head straight for the goal. This place with the turbo, we can go here after we finish the race, and we'll secretly retrieve the corpse part. You okay with that? Oh my god, Marvin. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Let me try
We'll
this
cut
again.
that. We'll
Yeah.
cut that.
This place with the turbo. We can go here after we finish the race, and we'll secretly retrieve the corpse part. You okay with that?
No, that's not it. Gyro, we can't do that. Sandman said that Dio took the road with the least amount of rivers, the northern route. The northern route doesn't have any tributaries of the Mississippi River, so that means Dio is heading to the northern part of Kansas. He's heading towards it. Dio knows where the turbo is due to his left eye. He plans to get the corpse part before he finishes this race. Also, damn it, I just remembered. Inside Ringo's cabin there was a bird cage. I thought there was something weird. There was an empty bird cage in their cabin.
Yeah, I know. So what? What are you trying to say?
It would have been fine if there was a bird in there, but I didn't realize it was empty. There weren't any birds in there.
So that means that the government is on to us? Ringo already sent the information about Turbo with a carrier pigeon even before we came. I wouldn't put it past him. How fast do pigeons fly?
I have no idea where he sent it, but it's much faster than a horse. Much faster. Gyro, I am going to run through the storm. It might already be too late, but we have to get there before we get to the goal.
Oh, hold on, let's figure out who this is. All right, some random new guy. All right, I'll be, uh, I'll be thick. I'll be thick purple letters. Wait, let me see what.
Okay.
Oh, this is thick purple letters. Okay, hold on. Uh, shit. What do I do for this guy? I have
Man,
I have two or three questions to ask about these hot air balloons. Can it fly upwind?
no, it can only adjust directions depending on the wind.
How long can it stay in the air?
As long as the balloon has gas in it, it can stay in the air as long as needed. But realistically speaking, it uses a lot more gas going up and down. It usually comes back to land by dusk.
How many are currently being flown in the race area?
About 36. That is during good weather.
Then this is my final question. Despite having so many of them on the lookout, why am I getting reports that Johnny Joestar and Jaro Zapelli are missing? And why does this always happen? And why have they not found that pigeon that Ringo has sent from his orchard?
Ringo's pigeon aside, it's impossible to track two people from the air at all times.
That might be. These are just petty details, and. Oh, Jesus Christ. But I can be sensitive to these details. This is a personal hypothesis, but I believe it is because Steele is not willing to cooperate. Perhaps he's trying to interfere. These hot air balloons are his property after all.
You think that the promoter is double crossing us? Impossible. Even if that was true, Steele would have nothing to gain. He has no motive.
That's right. Normally, promoters seek wealth and fame, but there's something different about him. He has passion. Something akin to a child's dream. Petty idealism, especially after Monument Valley. That might not be his intention now, but I have a feeling that he will betray us. I wonder which. I feel like he is not necessary to this race, but at the same time, he might still be useful to me.
Steven Steele has charisma. Media, middle class, volunteer workers. He has many followers. If he disappears, the race will be plunged into confusion.
Yes, I see. Let's hold that thought for now, but once he stops being of any use, we must ask him to take his leave. We must find the next corpse part that is located somewhere here in Kansas. According to Joseph Arimathea's map, his backbone is here somewhere! The central part of the human body! The most important part, as long as we have it, the other parts will come on their own! We must retrieve it! We must! Hold on. The next corpse part is the spine! Alright, I gotta say that. Call the stand users to this town! You be this little guy right here.
Madam! Mrs. Steele! Madam! Are you listening to me, Mrs. Steele?
Ah!
In 2 to 3 days, the participants of this race are going to flood into this city. I have mountains of work, and yet you still requested for a tutor, and I agreed to do it. I'm busy too. And what is this now? You haven't paid attention to what I've been saying at all. Just looking out the window.
The fact that I've been learning lip reading from you, have you told anyone about it?
Mm.
You haven't told anyone, right? Right? No one knows, right?
Yes, of course. That's what we promised.
Alright. Well, I'm quitting studying. None of this makes any sense. I don't get it at all. I'm falling asleep already. I have no knack for it. He's probably going to yell at me for being too unfocused. Here's your money. Now go home, please. Uh, this is Mr. Steele. He's like a weirdo promoter guy for the race.
Oh, okay.
So he's not exactly an announcer, but he can be stern
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah,
but he also
yeah.
has a weird nerdy disposition behind the publicity.
Lucy, as long as you're here beside me, I'm content with leading an ordinary life. I don't need anything else. Well, I guess it makes me a little happy to see my names in the papers, even if those papers are going to be in the trash by next morning. It can just be in the bottom corner in tiny letters. Produced by Steven Steele. That's fine with me. Just for that, I'll put my whole heart and soul into this race.
He's going to be killed. My husband was just being used. Why they don't need him anymore? They're going to dispose of him. Bizarre bullshit just labeled about. Stand users, Steel Ball Run Race, Joseph of Arimathea's map, Johnny Joestar, Gyro Zappelli, left arm, the next corpse part, spine. Coo, coo. And why have they not found the pigeon that Ringo sent from his orchard? Of course, I'm well aware. I know this building is government property. All I need you to do is give my husband his lunch. He forgot to take it this morning. You know who my husband is, right? Stephen Steele? Please give it to him right away. It would be pointless to give him get it would be pointless to give it to him after lunchtime. Shh, pop.
Cool, cool, cool.
Who is this purple guy? Oh, it's
Oh,
me. Okay,
let's
I
see.
think it's I'm pretty sure it's me. Let me.
The king.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Figgy, Figgy King.
What? There's something wrong. This door's open. When I checked the pigeon house this morning, I closed it. Did anyone else come up here? Oh, oh. So, is the pigeon here? That's you.
I'm sorry. I don't see a pigeon carrying a message. It seems as if it hasn't arrived yet.
And what do you, Jesus Christ. What do you think? They say that there are pigeons that can fly 2,000 kilometers in one day. Even if it can't fly that fast, our pigeon should have arrived this morning. And the information was important enough that Ringo would send it before he died. Something of that much urgency. What do you think it could be?
I'm sorry. I myself have no idea.
It can't be. It can't be its location. The location of the corpse part seems to be the location of the corpse part seems to be indicated within these numbers.
Mr. President, wait a moment. There's something wrong with the pigeon house. There's something amiss. I'm sorry. I said the pigeon hasn't arrived yet, but let me correct myself. There's one that has arrived. There's one more than there was this morning. It looks like Ringo set two pigeons. One with the message attached to its foot, and another that he didn't have time to two pigeons.
What do you mean? Why would one arrive and the other not arrive?
This is getting odder and odder. This lock. There are signs that someone broke into it and tried to fix it again.
So what are you trying to say, Blackmore? Is that it? Someone came to the rooftop and pried this door open? That door over there was also open. But I can't imagine who. For what reason? What? God damn it. Who would do something like this? Here in Kansas City?
I'm sorry, Mr.
That's hilarious, dude. Droopy dog as a ninja assassin for the president.
I'm sorry, Mr. President. It seems as if both pigeons have arrived. There are footprints in front of the cage. Two footprints wet from the rain. And the pigeon wings are still damp. The pigeon arrived just a few moments ago.
Snatch. Are you sure about this? But I still don't understand. Are you saying that someone was here? Was just here? That they stole the pigeon with a message? Who would do such a thing?
A lonesome feather fall.
Dude, this guy's face, holy shit. So concerned. Ah! Clack, clack, clack. Step. Cool. It's the pigeon with the message! What are you doing? Catch it immediately, Blackmore!
Yes, I'm sorry. I'll go right after it right away, Mr. President.
Whoa, he can jump on the rain, dude. This is sick as fuck. Huh? What the? I guess you do. What the? Pop, 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 pop. Holy shit,
Meh.
dude. That's sick as fuck. I love that. Dude, this is actually such a cool visual. This is sick as fuck. Like stepping on the
Yeah. It's empty, Mr. President. There's no message inside the capsule. I'm sorry. It's empty.
It's the cap. The cap to the capsule on the pigeon's leg. Someone was just here. They just took the message. Just now, who could it have been? This pigeon already knew about Ringo's pigeon and what? This person already knew about Ringo's pigeon and the existence of the message.
The floor! Check this! No one's come downstairs yet.
This is an emergency message. Someone has invaded the building! Close this building down! Close it down completely! Also, if you find the intruder, I give you permission to shoot! I repeat, I give you permission to shoot the intruder! Raise security levels to maximum! Do not let anyone leave! Oh, that's sick as fuck, dude.
The halls are unusually loud today. What's going on? What's all this noise?
The contents of Ringo Rodigan's message. It was unmistakably the location of the next corpse part. But what's going on? There's an invisible enemy besides Gyro Zappelli and Johnny Joestar inside the building.
The end.
And thus concludes JoJo Part 7.